Hello everyone and welcome back to our amazing adventure. Miko, Max and Punch are super excited to continue exploring the Japan Zoo. Last time we saw some incredible animals and today we're going to meet even more fascinating creatures. Are you ready? Let's go. Miko, Max and Punch walked down a new path, the air growing cooler and smelling of damp earth and fresh water. They soon arrived at a large shaded enclosure with a crystal clear stream running through it. The sign said Japanese Giant Salamander. Wow, a salamander! Max exclaimed, pressing his face close to the glass. But where is it? They all peered into the water. At first, they saw only smooth, dark rocks at the bottom of the stream. But then Miko pointed. Look, over there. It looks just like one of the rocks. And she was right. A huge, dark brown creature was lying perfectly still on the stream bed. It was long and flat, with tiny eyes and a wide mouth. It was so big, it looked like something from a dinosaur movie. That's a Japanese giant salamander, Miko read from the information board. They are one of the largest amphibians in the world and can live for a very long time. They spend almost their whole lives in the water, so it's always wet? Punch asked, tilting his head. That's right, Punch. Miko said, the salamander is wet because it lives in the water. She then pointed to the warm, sunny path they were standing on. And we are standing on the ground, so we are dry. Max snapped his fingers. Oh, I get it. Wet and dry are opposites. The salamander is wet and we are dry. Exactly. Miko cheered. Wet is when something is covered in water, like the salamander. Dry is when there's no water, like the path we're on. They watched the giant salamander for a few more minutes. It barely moved, perfectly camouflaged among the wet rocks. It was amazing to see such an ancient and unique creature. Okay, team, Miko announced. Let's see what other animals we can find. They waved goodbye to the wet salamander and continued their journey. The next enclosure was tall, filled with trees and branches, and enclosed with a fine mesh. Inside, little bundles of fur were zipping and darting all over the place. What are those? Max asked, his eyes wide with excitement. A sign nearby showed a picture of a cute, fluffy animal with big, dark eyes and a bushy tail. Japanese squirrels. Miko read aloud. One of the squirrels scurried quickly up a tree trunk, its little claws finding grips in the bark. In a flash, it was high up on a branch. Another squirrel was on the ground, digging around in the leaves, probably looking for a tasty nut. Look! Punch shouted, pointing a paw. That squirrel is going up the tree. As they watched, another squirrel, which had been munching on a leaf high in the branches, decided to come down. It ran headfirst down the trunk, just as fast as the other one had gone up, and that one is coming down. Max added, up and down. They're opposites too. You're on a roll, Max. Miko laughed. Up is moving towards the sky, like the first squirrel climbing the tree, and down is moving towards the ground, like the second squirrel. They spent a long time watching the energetic squirrels. Some were chasing each other up and down the trees, while others were leaping from branch to branch. It was like watching a furry circus performance. One squirrel even stopped on a branch right in front of them, twitched its nose as if to say hello, and then scampered away, high. Up into the leaves. They're so fast and full of energy, Max said. They sure are, Miko agreed, but I think there's one more animal we should see before we go. Following the final path, they came to a cozy, forested area. It was quiet here, and the light was soft. In the middle of the enclosure was a hollow log and some soft, grassy mounds. The sign showed an animal with a black and white face. And a fluffy body. Tanuki, Miko whispered. They looked around, but at first they couldn't see anything. Where are they? Punch whispered back, copying Miko. Miko pointed towards the hollow log. Shh, look inside there. They tiptoed closer and peered into the dark opening of the log. Curled up inside, snuggled together in a fluffy pile, were two Tanuki. Their eyes were closed and they were breathing softly. They looked so peaceful and comfortable. Oh, they're sleeping, Max said quietly. That's right, Miko said in a low voice. They are asleep. Tanuki are often nocturnal, which means they are more active at night. So during the day, they like to rest. Just then, one of the Tanuki stirred. It yawned a huge, adorable yawn, showing off its little teeth. It blinked its eyes, opened, looked around for a moment, and then nudged its sleeping friend before settling back down. Oh, look, that one is awake now. Punch giggled softly, but just for a second. That's our last pair of opposites for the day. Miko smiled, asleep and awake. When the Tanuki's eyes are closed and it's resting, it's asleep. But when its eyes are open and it's moving, it's awake. So the Tanuki are asleep, but we are awake. Max concluded proudly. You got it. Miko gave him a high five. We've learned so many new things today. They stood for a moment, quietly watching the sleeping Tanuki. It was a perfect, peaceful end to their zoo adventure. They had seen a wet giant salamander, squirrels running up and down, and a Tanuki that was both asleep and awake. As they started walking towards the exit, Max turned to Miko and Punch. Today was the best. We learned about wet and dry, up and down, and asleep and awake. And we met some of the most special animals in Japan, Miko added. From the giant salamander to the tiny squirrel and the sleepy Tanuki. Each one is unique and wonderful. Punch nodded enthusiastically. I loved the zoo. Can we come back again? Of course we can, Miko said, ruffling his fur. There are always more adventures to have and more things to learn. What a fantastic day at the zoo. We hope you had as much fun as Miko, Max, and Punch did. They learned about some amazing animals and some very useful opposite words. Can you remember them all? Wet and dry, up and down, and asleep and awake. Try to find these opposites around your own home. Thanks so much for joining us on this wonderful trip. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more exciting adventures with Miko, Max, and Punch. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.